News stories this evening on Omalicha Radio 91.1 FM, your number one development radio station. Here are the headlines. Imo ADC uncovers alleged plot to destabilize party. President Tinubu hails Nigerian lawyer Tolu Obamuroh on global feed. And IMF warns of rising debt risks in Sub-Saharan Africa. And now the news in full. The African Democratic Congress ADC Imo State chapter says it has uncovered a plot by individuals allegedly sponsored by external forces engaging in unauthorized activities aimed at distracting and destabilizing the party. This was contained in a statement issued on Thursday by the ADC Imo State Publicity Secretary Chief MacDonald Amadi. The party condemned these activities in the strongest terms and warned that any gathering, meeting, or assembly without official approval is unauthorized, illegal, and unacceptable. Governors elected on the platform of the All Progressives Congress (APC) have urged the Academic Staff Union of Universities (ASUU) to embrace dialogue in resolving its grievances with the federal government. The governors made the appeal at the end of a two-day meeting of the Progressive Governors Forum (PGF) held in Bini, Kebbi State, between October 16 and 17, 2025. Reading the communique after the meeting, the forum's chairman and Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma said negotiation remained the most effective approach to resolving disputes in the education sector. He urged the lecturers to return to the dialogue table in the interest of the nation's education system. The forum also discussed ongoing efforts to strengthen coordination among federal, state, and local governments, describing collaboration as essential to achieving inclusive development. The Chief of Army Staff (COAS), Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has urged residents of Imo State not to condone acts of criminality, warning that tolerating such behavior endangers communities and undermines national security. Oluyede made the call during a stakeholders engagement forum themed "Taking the Nigerian Army to the Communities," held on Thursday in Owerri, the Imo State capital. Represented by the special guest of honor, Major General Obinna Junwa, the course emphasized the need for collective responsibility in safeguarding Imo State and the country at large. He cautioned that communities that turn a blind eye to criminal activities eventually suffer the consequences. Meanwhile, the Nigerian military has arrested a wanted commander of the Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB), identified as Gento, along with 8 of his accomplices in Imo and Ebonyi states. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Magnus Kangie, who confirmed the arrest at a news conference in Abuja on Thursday, said Gento had been on the military's wanted list for his alleged terrorist activities in the southeast region. The defense spokesman stated that troops recovered several weapons, ammunition, and vehicles during the operations. According to him, a female collaborator linked to IPOB's Eastern Security Network (ESN) was arrested in Umunnochi local government area of Abia State on 13th October. The defense headquarters also highlighted other recent operational successes recorded by the armed forces across the country within the past 2 weeks. President Bola Tinubu has extended hearty congratulations to Mr. Tolu Obamuroh, a distinguished Nigerian legal practitioner, on his elevation to the partnership of White and Case LLP, one of the world's most prestigious international law firms headquartered in New York. The announcement marks a significant global recognition of Nigerian talent, as Obamuroh will serve as a partner in the firm's international arbitration practice in Paris effective January 1, 2026. He is noted as one of only 3 new partners globally in this specialized practice area and the sole Nigerian qualified lawyer in this year's global partner class. In a statement signed by Bayo Onanuga, Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, on Friday, Tinubu commended the achievement, noting its broader significance for the nation. You're listening to the news on Omalicha Radio 91.1 FM. Before the break, still ahead, foreign, business and sports reports. We'll be right back.
When news breaks, Omalicha 91.1 breaks in.
I admit the decision will impose extra burden on the masses of our people. I feel your pain.
Reliable.
I disagree with them. What they're actually preaching is the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is accepting wrongdoing, accepting what is unacceptable. That is using God's name in vain.
And accurate.
I had the opportunity to speak with the president on the issues of security and insecurity in Imo State.
Listen to Omalicha News 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Saturday and Sunday for the latest local and international news on Omalicha 91.1 Owerri.
All these institutions, we need to reform. They need purging, overhauling and reformation.
Omalicha News, news you can trust.
You're welcome back from the break, and now to the foreign scene. Sub-Saharan African governments are increasingly turning to local banks to fund their budgets, paying higher borrowing costs at home than abroad and putting new pressure on domestic lenders, the International Monetary Fund (IMF) warned on Thursday. In its latest regional economic outlook released during the IMF and World Bank annual meetings in Washington, the fund said the domestic cost of capital remains elevated across the region, adding that many local financial markets are underdeveloped, fragmented, and illiquid, with high transaction costs and lending spreads. The IMF noted that new domestic borrowing is now significantly more expensive than external borrowing in several countries. In business, the Imo State government has apprehended a criminal syndicate specialized in selling and distributing unauthorized tickets of various states at the state borders. The operation, carried out by the Office of the Governor on Monitoring and Compliance, followed a coordinated intelligence effort aimed at dismantling illegal revenue collection networks operating within and around Imo's entry points. According to reports, members of the syndicate were caught in possession of multiple fake documents, permits, and certificates purportedly issued by different state governments and agencies. The confiscated items included vehicle and trade permits, haulage clearance papers, and membership certificates bearing insignias of several states. The suspects have since been arrested and are now in law enforcement custody, where they will face prosecution in accordance with the law. The Imo State government, through the Monitoring and Compliance team, reiterated its resolve to rid the state of revenue fraudsters and illegal ticketing groups who exploit transporters, traders, and motorists under false pretenses. And in sports, Nigeria's Super Eagles moved up 4 places in the latest men's ranking released by the Federation of International Football Association (FIFA) on Friday. Eric Chow's side rose from 45th to 41st position. The Super Eagles also moved into the top 5 in Africa. The three-time African champions are behind Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, and Algeria on the continent. The Super Eagles won their recent 2 fixtures against Crocodiles of Lesotho and Squirrels of Benin Republic. Spain remains at the top of the ranking, while Argentina moved to second position. France, England, and Portugal complete the top 5 in the world. And that's a wrap of the news this evening, packaged by Chukwemeka Pascal. For more information, inquiries, or to submit an eyewitness report, you can reach our news desk at Omalicha Radio 91.1 FM via call or text on 0806 802 1774. You can also listen to us anywhere in the world. Visit www.omalichamedia.com and click the listen button. I am Amarachi Adimoko. Thank you for listening and good evening.